Hey, this is Coach Big Tone over here with Mason Dixon, and I'm here with my man,
Coach Moody.
We're here with Mason Dixon Sports. We want to wrap to y'all guys a little bit about what's going on in the DMV. First of all, let me explain who Mason Dixon is. We are committed to fostering an environment of excellence that you can elevate your game, connect with influential coaches, scouts, peers, and open up the doors for opportunities for youth football, for your journey in youth football.
Yes. Make sure you contact us because we're the home place for youth football. Any information on youth football.
Our core values are integrity, openness, and the relentless pursuit of excellence and drive to be a catalyst for the growth and development in youth football and talent. We strive to make a long-lasting impact in sports and in lives of those who participate in our events. We have events such as All-Star Games. We have Mason-Dixon Bowls. We also have the state playoffs. We are confident that we have an incredible and indelible, and will leave an indelible mark in youth football and the football landscape. We want you to join us on our mission to revolutionize the way talent is identified and take the first step towards realizing your full potential and your goal today with Mason Dixon Sports. Mason Dixon Sports, where we came from, is we united with Airbound Sports and Entertainment. We had previously partnered with NG365, formerly known as Maryland Youth Football, and we would bring you the renowned Mason-Dixon All-Star Game. The game is which we call it. The game which will be played at the end of December, and it will be for middle schools, 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grades, and it's North versus South. And we have great coaches coaching in the game. We have Rusty, who's running the Southern team. The Northern teams are ran by a combination of various private school coaches and all-time famous and favorite youth coaches. So for the 6th grade, we got Rev from Hamilton, who's running the 6th grade team. The 7th grade team for the North is being ran by a combination of private school coaches from Mount St. Joe's and from St. Vincent Pallotti. The 8th grade team is going to be coached by none other than good counsel's Andy Stefanelli. So we're anticipating some great matchups in that All-Star game versus Rusty down in Northern Virginia. And he has all schools, any state, any player, Virginia and below, while the North has Maryland and all Northern schools and all Northern states. So it should be the best 33, 35 players from the North versus the best 33, 35 players from the South for that All-Star game. Of course, the state playoff game, we're bringing that back. We used to run the state playoff game early 14 years ago, and we stopped about 10 years ago. But we're back, and we're back because so many people have told us they wanted us to bring it back. We got invited back for youth football to do this. And I'm going to turn it over to Coach Moody.
Yes, we're happy to be around youth football, and we're happy to be involved in this. All those big things that Coach Tone just told y'all about, we're very excited to have them going on. We're looking for you all to come out and support us. Be out there. Be part of all the activities. Be in the stands. Be all over the field. Be the man on your team. We want to see everybody out there, and we want to see a good participation, good activity, and we want some fun and some good games and see some good activity going on the field and around the stadiums. So be sure to join us at the All-Star game, the bowl games, the state championships. Be a part of everything with Mason Dixon. Looking forward to seeing you all.
So let's talk about how do you get invited to Mason Dixon All-Star game. You get invited by recommendations from your youth coaches, from other high school coaches, from family and friends. You can messenger us at any one of our social media accounts, which will be on the bottom of the screen. You can message the name. We need the name of the player, the team, the age group that he's in, and his coaches information for any recommendations for the All-Star game. How do you participate in the bowl game? Well, this year's bowl game will be played November 29th, 30th, and December 1st. In that bowl game, we invite all teams and age groups. If you bring your team with your league certified roster, based on your performance, you can get an automatic bid to the state playoffs if you play in a Maryland league or you're a Maryland team. So you can get an automatic invite if you don't finish in the rankings at the end of the year to get an automatic invite. That's based on your performance in the Mason-Dixon Bowl game, which will be played November 29th, 30th, and December 1st. Now, if you have a team and you're not in the league and you're putting together an all-star game, we welcome you too. But all teams, you have to have ID for your players. And those teams that have a certified roster from their league and ID, depending on how you do in the bowl game, you too can receive an invite to the bowl game.
Hold on, Tom. Hold on. I don't think they heard you. You're saying you can have an all-star team in the bowl game?
Yeah, you can have an all-star team in the bowl game.
What?
That's what bowl games are all about. Sometimes they go around and they get the best players. But I'll tell you what.
What's that?
Youth teams that are really good, they're an all-star team in themselves. So they not only can compete, they've just had a whole season of playing with each other. So those who do put together an all-star team and bring it to there, they better watch out. Because those good youth teams that play in their league and they're a bona fide team, they're going to run through. I'm telling you.
So you think
I've seen it.
Hold on.
I've seen it. Dog.
You think that the regular team, roster team, is going to be better than that all-star team that they go out and cherry pick the players they want?
No doubt in my mind.
What?
No doubt in my mind. That regular team,
I don't know, Tom.
A good regular team is as good as an all-star team because they are an all-star game. And when we get to the rankings, we'll start seeing some of those types of teams that are true all-star teams, but they're playing in a league. And a lot of the leagues, these youth leagues, the way they're built right now, they're an all-star league.
Yeah, I know that.
And so you got to have an all-star team to win the all-star league. So that's why we're opening up to all-star teams to participate in the Mason-Dixon Bowl. However, if they compete against a good youth team and a youth team mops them, which I think they're going to do. Youth team
mop them.
So I think even like a fourth place youth team in their league can beat a good all-star team.
No,
because that fourth place team in their league is usually an all-star team, and you know that's how they get a bid. That's how they get a bid to the state playoffs.
All right, so let me get this straight. The all-star team can play in the bowl game, and roster team can play in the bowl game. Now the roster team, they're able to go to the all-star. They're able to get a bid to the all-star game.
They're able to get a bid to the state playoff game.
State playoff game. Okay.
Now they're individual players based on their performances because all eyes are going to be on them. Because of course we from Mason-Dixon are going to be there. Some of your top private and public high school coaches will also be there to observe these players. They can pick up a nomination to play in the end of the year, December 28th, All-Star game. But the state playoffs start the week of December 14th, 7th, 14th, and the 21st.
So we're going to have them playing in a bowl game. They can play in a bowl game. They can play on that roster team. They can play on the all-star team in the bowl game.
And they can play the playoffs.
Then they can play in the state playoffs.
Yeah.
And then those who qualify, they can play in the all-star game.
Absolutely.
Man, I know we're going to have a lot of private schools out there and a lot of coaches out there looking, man.
Well, I can tell you in years past, we've had every private school you could imagine. I mean, from the top in the state to even those who are just up and coming. The private schools, they go to this event because what event is going to bring all the great youth talent under one venue?
Man.
Under one venue.
Dixon.
The Mason-Dixon Bowl.
Yes.
Mason-Dixon State Playoffs and the Mason-Dixon All-Star Game. Or as we call it, the bowl, the championship, and the game.
All right. Now, hold on. I got another question for you. What if I am on a team that's in D.C.? Can my team play in the bowl?
Absolutely can play in the bowl. You can bring a North Carolina team to the bowl.
What?
You can bring a team from New York to the bowl, from Canada to the bowl. You know, come all. However, you have to have ID, valid ID, state issued or federally issued ID for every player to represent their age.
Okay. So the bowl game is open to anybody in any state.
Anybody.
Team.
If you think you can compete, you think you can play, come to Mason-Dixon Bowl game.
Okay.
We'll see you at the bowl game.
So now the state, the state bowl, state championship, that's just Maryland teams.
Maryland team. So if you're a Maryland team or you play in a Maryland league. So often you have Delaware teams that play in the Maryland League. You may have a Pennsylvania team that plays in the Maryland League. You may have a Virginia team or DC team that plays in the Maryland League. If you play in a Maryland League, you're eligible for the state playoffs.
Whoa.
If you're a Maryland team, and you play in a Maryland League, you're eligible for the state playoffs.
So now let's talk about the All-Star game. Is it just Maryland youth players?
No. The All-Star is Mason-Dixon All-Star. So it's the North versus the South. So it's any player from Maryland and North. So Maryland, Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, Delaware, Connecticut, Massachusetts can play in the All-Star game for the North. For the South, it's Virginia and below. So any player from Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Georgia, any player can play in the Mason-Dixon All-Star game. So the game, which we call the game, which is December 28th, is if you can ball, you can ball. It's for ballers. 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade ballers.
Man.
Now we're considering moving it down 2 more age groups, which would be 5th grade and 4th grade. But right now, it's middle school because that's what the high schools want to see. Both the public and the private high schools. They want to get early eyes on those 6th graders, 7th graders, and 8th graders.
Okay. So the bowl game, what age groups is the bowl game again?
So the bowl game is different. The bowl game, we have 10U, 11U, 12U, 13U, and 14U. So we cover 5 age groups in the bowl game. That's 9U, 10U, 11U, 12U, 13U, and 14U. And we're considering 9U for that. We just have to make sure we want all of our events to be at great venues.
Right.
We don't want it to be on a grass field in some park. We want great venues for these young men to experience.
Yes.
So in the end, the winners don't just get trophies, but they get a great experience as well.
Right.
So
that makes a difference.
We're looking for one more venue so we can get the 9Us and maybe even 8Us to participate in the bowl game. But right now, the bowl game is 10U, 11U, 12U, 13U, and 14U. The All-Star game right now is middle school. All right, which is 12U, 13U, and 14U.
Okay. So if I got a team, my team rostered and everything, we rocking and rolling, and I want to get them into the bowl game, how do I get my team into the bowl game? What I got to do?
Well, go to MasonDixonSports.com, okay, and go to the bowl. It's called the bowl, and you can register your team. Registration for the bowl game will open up October 30th. So you have 30 days to register. It'll close November, a week before, November, I'm going to say November 22nd, somewhere right around there.
Yeah.
Third week in November, it'll close. So it'll open up like the 3rd, 4th week in October. It's about a month for you to register your team. So once it's closed, it's closed.
Get them in there early, huh?
And the thing about the bowl game is, to be able to make it a great experience, we don't want more than about 6 teams at each age group.
Oh, wow.
Because in the bowl game, we want to guarantee them a minimum.
Oh, 6 teams. I better get in there early, man. You better get it.
We want to guarantee them a minimum amount of games.
Okay.
So we don't want some, and the fee for it is it's the average youth football team has about 20 players per team.
Right.
And we want the fee that these players are paying to play in this game to be less than $10 a player.
Okay.
So it's less than $10 a player to play in that bowl game.
Now you just mentioned something. Okay, so if I'm an all-star team, how many players can I have on my team?
Oh, we don't limit the roster.
Whoa.
There's a roster minimum. The roster minimum is 15, but there's no roster limit. So if you want to come with an all-star with 40 kids, you can come with an all-star with 40 kids, but now that's your problem getting them in.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you how the game goes. The game is tournament style.
Okay.
So there's multiple games going on the same field. And it's offense based. All right. We want points. The crowd wants points.
Yeah.
The fans want points.
Yes, they do.
So because they want points, we made it tournament style, like AAU style. So what will happen is we're taking 7-on-7 that plays 40 and in.
Yes.
We're taking the 7-on-7 concept, full team playing 40 and in. and we want to. There's a play clock, okay, to keep it moving.
Okay.
We're playing. The game. The bowl is 2 22-minute halves.
2 22-minute halves.
2 22-minute halves, and
we running clock.
Running clock, and we expect big scores.
Okay.
So that and you in the weekend, you got to figure it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday during that weekend. During a regular game, players and teams aren't built to play a game every day.
Right.
If it's a real game, hour and a half for youth football,
right?
Long game, 100 yards. They're not built for that.
Right.
Too much chance for injury, tired. So what we do is we go 2 22-minute halves, fast pace, high scoring from the 40 and in, multiple games going on at the same time. I mean, when we used to do it,
2 games going on at the
same time on the same field.
So it's like 7-on-7, one going one way and one going the other way.
Yeah, but it's bam, impact, baby. It's contact,
full gear, huh?
Contact, full gear. But
all right.
But think of you as a high school coach. Now you get to watch 2 teams playing in the same venue,
right?
And your time isn't wasted.
That's
you can
true.
get in and out and watch your 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade teams, which is your 14U, your 13U, your 12U. You can get in, get names, start building your recruit list as a public school too, because public schools recruit.
Yes, they
you got
do.
some good public schools.
Yes, they
here.
do.
I mean, I can give you a shout out to Wise and the Flowers and Quince Orchard and Franklin.
Man, they be bringing
the Dunbars. I mean, there's some good public schools.
Yeah, there's some good ones.
I mean, and there's some good private schools, as you know.
Yes.
You know, there's some great private schools.
So all of them gonna be down there recruiting.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They got.
Because public schools, they want to keep their guys.
That's right.
You know,
that's right.
They don't want their guys slipping off the private school.
No.
Private schools, of course, they want to get those guys.
Yes.
So that's what's so exciting. And you know, the big thing is I always say, you know, and I'm a coach. I tell my players that, you know, if you don't get on the field, you can't be seen. If you can't be seen, then you can't get to the next level.
Right.
So our goal at Mason-Dixon Sports is to get you seen.
That's right.
That's our goal.
You ain't getting recruited from the sideline.
No. That's our goal. But let's talk about these rankings here for a minute.
Okay.
You know, because right now we know that our rankings are currently, I think the rankings are done like every 2 weeks or so. But let's talk about 7U. We'll talk about Division 2 first. Okay. In Division 2, you have Southern Maryland. Okay. And right now they're playing in the Mid-Maryland, MMYFL. They're the number 1 team in Division 2 right now at 7U.
What?
And they're bringing it.
What? Southern Maryland?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but
we gotta get down there. We got to get down there, man. Check them out.
But speaking of Southern Maryland, Prince Frederick Eagles.
Prince Frederick.
They're a number 2 team at 7U.
That's they have the SMAA?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're a number 2.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, I can't wait to see them play outside their league.
Yeah, because that's what we want to see. We want to see, is it the league or is it the team?
Well, look, number 3 over there in Anne Arundel County is SRYA. SRYA, they're a great program. Great program. That's the number 3 team right now, Division 2 in the state.
Wow, we got anything from the north?
What?
Come on, man. Bring it to me. Come on.
Look, in the north, you got a couple of them.
All right.
You got Cecil County, right? Rising Sun.
Whoa.
Cecil. Now, talking about big boys.
Yeah.
You got some big boys there.
They got the big boys.
Now, I'll tell you the other one. In the Carroll County Youth Football League, Damascus at 7U. Damascus has a great high school program going on. They got a great high school program.
Yes, they do. They got a program over there.
So there are 6 teams, but man, our 5th team, but number 6. Let me tell you, this program, they are good just about at every age group, every division.
Who that?
Every Pikesville, man.
Pikesville? What?
Pikesville, man.
Pikesville's
purple.
I hear you.
They're our number 16.
Okay.
And then for number 7, we got to go back down south again. Yeah,
where that?
Southern Maryland.
Southern Maryland again?
Solomon Steelers.
Oh, man.
Solomon Steelers.
Southern Maryland bringing it. Southern Maryland bringing it, baby.
And then rounding out our 8 and 9 are 2 Anne Arundel County teams again. Andover and PAC.
Man.
And which one is 8 and which one is 9 right now? We're still trying to figure that out. But right now we got Andover. You know,
all right. Andover, I remember Andover.
Yeah, that's what our statistics have them out. And then the final one, again, we're going all the way up north to Cecil County. All right, for the number 10 team, and that team is going to be Cherry Hill.
Cherry Hill.
Yeah.
Out of Cecil County.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're bringing it. So
all right.
we got some good football going on here in Division 2.
All right. Now that was 7U, right?
That was 7U. Okay. Now, if you want to go to 8U.
Yeah, let's talk about 8U. What we got going on in 8U?
Oh, man. 8U, there's some good teams, too.
This is still Division 2, right? We still talking about Division 2.
Huh?
Division 2, right?
Division 2.
Okay. 8U.
8U. Now, but I want to jump ahead for a minute. Okay. Away from Division 2, because I don't want to ignore Division 1.
Oh, okay.
Now, Division 1 is what we call
Division 1
is what we call the big boys. Okay. So Division 1, number 1, Park Heights Saints.
At 7U?
Park Heights Saints.
Park Heights Saints, number 1 at 7U. Holy moly.
But the number 2, okay. Again, this team reminds me they're good at every level, every division.
Who that?
Bowie, man.
Bowie,
man.
Bowie, you know
that team, they play over in White Marsh at the White Marsh Park.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I know Bowie.
I
know Bowie. I was up there a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I know Bowie, man. Check them out.
Oh, you familiar with Rosedale?
Rosedale. I know what Rosedale is.
Yeah, they got a team over there, 7U, Rosedale Tigers.
Rosedale Tigers.
Yeah.
They rocking it, huh?
And then number 4, man, you can't mess with them. They all the way down Southern Maryland, Pax River.
Woo, that's a hike down there, though, man. But they got some Paulers down there. Worth the trip, huh?
Oh, my God, do they?
Worth the trip.
I'm just excited about, these young guys starting football. I didn't start playing football till I was in high school. These guys are 7U bringing it.
You bringing it.
Yeah, and then in Upper Chesapeake,
mm-hmm.
That's a great football league. They got some ballers
Upper
up there.
Chesapeake.
Yeah, they got a team up there, man, called Dynasty. I think
you
it's
talking about Dundalk?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm familiar with them. Yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, and then you got over in Anne Arundel, SAC.
SAC.
Now that is probably in 7U one of the top teams at 7U.
Wow.
One of the top teams.
Wow.
And then rounding up, you can't forget. Now my favorite car is a Mustang. So I got to give a shout out to my Marlboro Mustang.
Now Marlboro Mustangs, man, I remember them from back in the day when I was coaching youth ball. They used to have a team every year, man. They used to have teams over there, man.
And they're still bringing it. You see, they got it at the young age now, and they're bringing it. But you know who you can't forget?
Who that?
Them Gators, boy.
Old Town Gators.
You can't forget.
Old Town Gators, boy. I remember we used to recruit from them hard when I was with the AC Stars back in the day, man. Old Town Gators.
Dude, I remember coaching against this next team, this organization years ago. I'm talking years ago. This team was so good. They had a running back that touched every one of my defensive players before he scored.
Wow.
Now, my players didn't touch him. He touched the players. And that squad was from Brooklyn Park Broncos, man.
Brooklyn Park Broncos. Let me tell you a little secret.
And they still good.
Let me tell you a little secret. I coached with them 1 year.
You did?
I did. I went up there and coached with them 1 year. It was a while back, man. I ain't gonna tell you my age, but it was a while back. But I coached with them 1 year, man. They had some players up there, man. They had some players up there.
Did they?
Yeah, man.
They always do, man. Yep. But now that we're back on Division 1, I'm gonna stay here for Division 1 for a minute. And I'm gonna go to the 8U right here. Okay. 8U, Southern Maryland again, man. Pax River. Number 1 team in 8U.
Work the trip. Work the trip down there.
Pax River, number 1 team.
Oh, man, hold on. They got a team in the top 10 in 7U and 8U.
Yes.
In Division 1.
Dog.
Oh, that's a program growing right there. That's a growing.
They ain't growing. They here.
They here.
Okay,
I hear you.
They here.
Man, they here to stay though.
No doubt. Look, if they're that good at a young age,
yes,
man, they got that.
And I'm taking what you told me earlier. if you feel like a roster team is better than an all-star team in some of these leagues.
That's what I'm telling you.
And you talking about
That's what I'm
number
telling you.
one at 8U?
Have you seen that Stembridge team at 8U from Upper Chesapeake?
Nah.
Same thing, man. That's an all-star team.
Is it?
That's an all-star.
A rostered all-star team.
That's a roster, but it's an all-star team.
I hear
and look, they got a whole season playing in a tough league. So they're going to be weathered, you know. They're going to be war experience.
I'm telling you.
So that's why when you put someone comes and puts that all-star team together for the bowl game,
right?
Man, they're going to get mocked.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you this though, Coach. I'm gonna tell you this. I hope we get these teams in. Because you said it was only 6.
It's all we taking is 6.
Only 6.
So we taking is 6.
I mean, you just gave me on a 7U. You just broke down like 11. Now you said only 6 of them could come.
Only 6.
Only 6.
And that includes
the all-star.
An all-star team.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Hey, guys, y'all listening out there? Y'all listening? Y'all better register early. Soon as that date open, man, we're gonna hit y'all with it. But y'all better register. Soon as it open up, get your rosters in. Sign up. Get in the bowl, baby. It's gonna be some great competition, baby.
That's what we want.
Yeah, going back, man. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No problem. All right. So coming out of PG County, okay, you got a great team, but you also got a great team coming out of the MAYFL, okay, Rosedale again. Yo, them some tough youngins, man.
I see.
They tough. And Oxon Hill, what?
Ooh, yeah, Oxon Hill is rough.
What? They got a nice football program. Yes. I'll tell you what, I've experienced some of their players. I mean, coachable too.
Are they?
Coachable. But they'll take your head off.
That's what we need.
They'll take your head off. They'll take your head off. And then let's go back again all the way to White Marsh Field. Yo, you guys need to learn that field name, White Marsh Field, because they running things right now. I'm talking about the Bowie Bulldogs. Okay. Man. Again at 8U. Bowie.
They back in the top ranking.
And then, I'm not going to go any further. I'm going to cap it off, for the essence of time and tell you, watch out for Park Heights.
Park Heights. Man, that was you just gave us 6 and 8U. That was 6. And on your rankings, I know you go up to like 20, 21, something like that.
Well, it's whatever the program does. So sometimes the program, I notice, it stops at 15. Sometimes it'll go to 30. But there's so many good youth football programs out here. You can't keep up.
No, man, you limited to 6.
6. Woo. So let's jump to 9U for the essence of.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you right now, 9U.
Yeah.
Top 4. Okay. I can't even stop with top 4. I'm just gonna make it quick for you. All right.
Okay.
Westport Patriots.
Okay.
Number 1 team. Okay, at 9U right now.
Westport Patriots. I ain't familiar with them, but I'm gonna get familiar.
Hey, get familiar with. Remember who they are.
I am.
Number 2. What did I tell you about White Marsh Field?
White Marsh.
Bowie,
back again.
Get used to that name.
7U, 8U, and 9U.
Get used to Bowie. Hey, look, and I'm not talking about something that bobs up inside the water. I'm talking about something that'll lay you out on the football field, run past you when you're trying to tackle. I'm talking Bowie. Pax River. Again. Now, this next team, I have experience of actually seeing them play. Bel Air Terps.
Hold on. Bel Air.
All the way up north.
Fresh Prince?
No, not that Bel Air. Not that Bel Air. They all the way up north. Yo.
Wow. They up there, though, man.
They got a lot of kids in that program, too.
A
lot of kids. They're way up north past Baltimore, man.
Yeah, Bel Air.
Yeah. They're all the way up there. And I love watching them play, but they are a well-coached team. Okay. They're not going to make mistakes.
Okay.
They ain't going to make mistakes. They are well coached at this age.
All right.
Great team. I'll tell you, new on the block, the next one, I didn't even hear this team. I don't think they even existed a couple of years ago. but they're coming on like fire. Annapolis All-Stars.
Annapolis All-Stars.
Annapolis All-Stars, man, they're coming on like fire. They're
a rostered All-Star team, huh?
Yeah.
A rostered All-Star team.
Annapolis All-Stars. They're out of Anne Arundel County.
Okay, okay.
But they doing that thing over there.
I hear you.
know, so Annapolis All-Stars is there. And then let me tell you.
Who that?
One of the hardest places to win?
Yeah.
Ridge Road.
Ridge Road. You talking about them Ridge Road Titans?
What? Remember the Titans. Remember
you
the
gonna
Titans.
remember them.
Remember Ridge Road Titans.
I got you, man.
And Upper Chesapeake, which is constantly putting out good teams, man. Constantly up there. You got the Edgewood Rams.
Edgewood.
Now I remember coaching against them years ago, man, and they were a good program then. And they were in a different league than I had coached a team that was in the All-Star that was playing. No, it was in the state championship game.
Mm-hmm.
It was the semis, and I played against them, and they give me fits, man. I mean, they got some players in Edgewood.
Okay,
you know, and then number 8, Marshall Heights.
Marshall Heights,
come on, Bison boy.
Oh, Marshall Heights,
come on, man. You know
Marshall Heights running it down.
You know how they roll, Marshall Heights. Then of course, man, at 9U, I watched these youngins play. Man, they upset this one team. I'm not going to name their name, but they knew that they went in just confident.
Did they?
Man, I went and watched them practice.
Did you?
Columbia Ravens.
The Ravens.
Columbia Ravens. Now, I used to coach there.
Okay.
Columbia Ravens.
Okay.
Yo, them youngins at 9U.
Man,
they got this DB and this receiver over there and their line.
Oh yeah.
You should see their line. They look like a middle school line. I think their biggest asset is their old line. They say the game is won and lost in the trenches.
In the trenches.
Well, with that 9U team at Columbia Ravens,
yeah,
that old line and the D line.
Okay.
That game is already won.
Man.
Now, unfortunately, they went against, that Bowie team. That Bowie team.
Bowie ain't
last
playing.
week. Yeah.
Bowie ain't playing.
Yeah, but going in there, they was undefeated.
Yeah.
They had some big wins going in. But like I said, learn that name. White Marsh Park.
Okay.
It ain't something that bobs up and down.
All right.
But that Columbia team,
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I hope they get in. I hope they all sign up, baby. I hope they all sign up. Look, I want some rock and rolling.
You're gonna hear something from that Columbia team,
man. I do, man.
And rounding it out, East Howard. So East Howard.
Hold up. Who?
East Howard.
I remember West Howard.
No, West Howard's still there. They still pretty good.
West Howard's still there.
Yeah, they still
okay.
There.
The Warhawks.
The Warhawks. Yeah, they still there.
Yeah, okay.
But East Howard. Yeah, the Jags.
East Howard Jaguars.
Yeah, so they're a combination. They're probably one of the largest programs in Howard County right now.
What?
And they got players every division, every age group. The guy over there, what's his name? Sonny that runs it, doing a great job. He runs a whole organization, doing a great. I had the pleasure of meeting him.
Did you?
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Good.
But they run a great organization
football.
over there.
Good guys in youth football, helping out, working out, making this thing good for the kids, man. That's what we want to see.
But now when you jump to 10U, that number one team.
Who that?
I mentioned him earlier. Pikesville.
Pikesville coming out hard at 10U.
But you know what? I can't wait to see them match up against West Baltimore up next Ravens.
Hold on. West Baltimore
up next Ravens.
Oh man, they don't play each other in the season, do they?
No. That's why I'm hoping to see them either in the bowl game or the state playoffs.
Okay.
And the other person you want to see in there again?
Who that?
That all-star team from Annapolis.
Annapolis All-Stars?
Annapolis All-Stars.
They rocking in the 10U as well?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Then you got Old Town.
Old Town Gators.
You got them. And then we got to go all the way down to Southern Maryland now. Leonardtown. You know where Leonardtown is?
I know where Leonardtown is.
Yeah, they got football down there.
I didn't know that.
And they play really well. There's a private school down there too, high school. I think St. Mary's Riken.
St. Mary's Riken is in Leonardtown.
Yeah. They're down in Leonardtown.
That's right where they get the kids from, huh?
What? That's why they're good.
Yeah, I see that.
I mean, Leonardtown, Wildcats. Then you got over in PG County. They're playing in PG County. You got Woodbridge. Woodbridge. Yeah, they're Woodbridge, but they play in the Maryland League.
Woodbridge, Virginia is playing in Maryland.
They doing it too.
Oh,
they
man.
Doing that. Well, you know what? You got Upper Chesapeake, the next team. They play in Upper Chesapeake in Maryland League. The Delaware Ducks.
Delaware.
Delaware.
Hold up. You got Woodbridge, Virginia in one league, and you got Delaware Ducks in another league.
Hey, that's why that All-Star game.
Man, the DMV is big.
I can't
time,
wait to see North versus South.
This is DD.
I can't wait to see that. And then you got the Parkside Saints. Man,
Parkside Saints.
Yeah, I had the benefit of seeing them play a while ago.
The Parkside Saints.
But you know what? We're running out of time, Coach Moody.
Hold on.
Yeah, look, our time's running out.
Oh, man.
So you know what? Come with us again next week, and we're going to finish going through the rankings, and they'll be updated by that time. So we're going to finish out starting with 11U, Division I, and then we're going to bring you back down to Division II, 8U. We want to see you here at Mason-Dixon Sports again next year, because at Mason-Dixon Sports, you matter.